This afternoon on the marketplace, stabilization of Ghana cedi against major foreign currencies to continue this week as the local currency gained 1% to the dollar last week. Also coming up, African Development Bank projects Ghana to end the year with an inflation rate of 20.9%. We'll get a bit more detail from its economic outlook report. My name is Darryl Kwal. Thanks for being with us. Details coming up. For staying with us, everyone, the stabilization of the Ghana cedi against major foreign currencies is expected to continue this week. This follows a 1% gain by the local unit against the US dollar last week, narrowing its year-to-date loss to 18.01%. Here's more in this report.
Gradually, the cedi is finding its footing against the major trading currencies after weeks of rough patches. This is due to the slowdown in foreign exchange demand. The measures by the Bank of Ghana have been helping to keep the local unit afloat. The local currency recovered in value against the dollar, pound and euro last week. After ironing out pertinent issues, Ghana and its official creditors concluded discussions on the $5.4 billion debt restructuring. The country is in the final stages of signing a memorandum of understanding with the creditors. This agreement will enable it to obtain approval from the International Monetary Fund on the second review, leading to the disbursement of $360 million under the $3 billion extended credit facility later this month. Analysts believe this inflow, coupled with funds from multilateral partners, will bolster foreign exchange liquidity and help stabilize the cedi.
All right, let's analyze this. Kwekwaku Kumsin is an economic analyst with Data Bank Research. He joins me on Zoom to discuss this. So, Kweku, we are seeing some stability in the cedi's performance in the last few days. What's been the trend and what is the reason?
Thank you, Darren, and good afternoon. Good afternoon to you and your listeners. So the stability we saw in the cedi predominantly last week, I think from our side, what we observed was some reduced demand on the market. And we could attribute some of that to the measures the central bank put in place. I think the governor mentioned in the last MPC update that as much as possible, they would want to push through some of the corporates demanding the pipeline through the banks towards their end to at least ease up the market a bit. And I think these are some of the measures, as well as some information we had talking to some forex bureaus on some regulations the central bank brought in just to at least help curb some of the speculative activities as well. So we believe these are some of the things that led to the cedi gaining quite a bit last week.
Is it right to say that the cedi is finding its footing against major trading currencies after weeks of rough patches, or is it too early to say that?
Well, with my best eye, I would say it may be just early days yet. Because what we saw and some commentary we are seeing on the market, especially for the opening sessions of this week, we are seeing some demand come back onto the market, at least from the manufacturing side. Although we still see rates a bit stable, so I think it will be more prudent for us to really wait and see how the pressures fully emanate across the week, and also translate in terms of if there are any speculative underlying activities also driving the depreciation as we see.
And quickly, we are in the final stages of signing a memorandum of understanding with bilateral creditors, which would lead to the disbursement of some $360 million from the IMF. Analysts believe this inflow, coupled with funds from other multilateral partners, will bolster foreign exchange liquidity and help stabilize the cedi. But how significantly?
Yeah, so I think we, most of the discussion on this subject matter is mainly stemming from the doubling down the central bank governor made in the presser for the MPC, that as much as possible they have the means to intervene and come into the market. And given that we are looking up to about 360 million from the IMF, looking at the 250 that we got from the World Bank, and also about 100 million from the African Development Bank, I mean, this is quite significant in terms of strengthening the central bank's intervention capacity. I think the only doubt thrown in this subject matter is the fact that one of the key objectives of the IMF program is to rebuild our international reserves sustainably. So I think that's the one key thing we try to look at. But on the face of it, I mean, that helps get some liquidity in the market and also helping any intervention from the central bank. So, like we are mentioning, it could be significant, but not necessarily in the very immediate scenarios. We are looking at a more medium-term scenario where the central bank is more stable in terms of its reserve position and then intervene on the market.
And we need to point out that the cedi is still ranked amongst the worst currencies in Africa in 2024, according to Bloomberg. And despite the recent efforts to bolster foreign exchange reserves, liquidity constraints in the market still persist. Are we putting in the right measures to fix this? What should we be doing?
I think, Daryl, on this subject matter, it's been a thing where we discuss every single year. I think this is not the first time it's come up. And we end up running a situation where we tend to always rely on most external interventions from some multilateral partners or from some syndicated loans and whatnot, right? And well, we can give kudos to the central bank at least for strengthening the gold purchase program. I think looking at matters such as at least some import substitution, which has been recommended long enough in the market, at least could help stem some of these importation or import pressures. And that drive up a whole lot of depreciation pressures on our currency. And we can capitalize on moving up at least on some value chains of our key exports, primarily cocoa. And with that, we are likely to earn more, and at least with that, see lesser pressure on our currency. If we do not, I know there are measures the governments and the authorities are putting in place, but I mean, stepping up these measures or speeding them up is quite important. Also, to curb the speculative sides of FX demand, looking at a conclusion or some information on the commercial debt restructuring will go quite a long way to help calm any uncertainty or speculation on the market. We see that across the sub-Saharan African region, some of our partners, some of our neighboring countries have been able to tap into the international market, which gives the inclination that foreign investors, I mean, they are trying to look back into this market to see or find ways to make money. So the question then is, if we're able to clear some of these uncertainties surrounding our economy, we believe we are in for a place where investors now look favorably upon us, at least the domestic economy that we have in Ghana.
All right, Kweku Ako comes in, economic analyst with Data Bank Research. Great to speak with you as always. Thank you. Well, inflation for Ghana is expected to end 2024 at 20.9%. This is captured in the African Development Bank's African Economic Outlook. There's more in this report.
4% it earlier predicted. It also means inflation would remain outside the Bank of Ghana bound of 8% plus or minus 2%. The outlook, is said, is clouded by several factors. They are the impact of fiscal consolidation under the post-COVID program for economic growth, the lingering effects of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, limited access to finance and foreign exchange, and global microeconomic shocks. However, it said microeconomic management policies could mitigate the risks. Meanwhile, the average consumer price inflation in Africa is estimated to have increased by 3.0% to 17% in 2023, from 14% 26.0% in 2022. East Africa recorded the highest inflation at 26.5% in 2023, with Sudan leading the way at 245.3%. West Africa has the second highest at 20.3%, with Sierra Leone and Ghana topping the list. The report said the higher inflation across Africa has eroded socioeconomic gains made before the COVID-19 outbreak.
And in other news, businesses have been urged to invest in data gathering. Chief Executive Officer of Global Innovations, Gideon Raji, says this will help deepen engagements with consumers to expand operations. He spoke to Joy Business at the 2024 National Fast-Moving Consumer Goods Summit.
The German Development Corporation has donated 4 servers to the Ghana Food and Drugs Authority to facilitate the implementation of an integrated regulatory information management system. William Hugo, the cluster coordinator for sustainable economic development at GIZ Ghana, stated that this contribution will significantly aid Ghana's vaccine and pharmaceutical manufacturers in enhancing health security.
The National Fast-Moving Consumer Goods Summit is an annual event that serves as an avenue to facilitate the exchange of ideas between thoughtful, eminent leaders in the Ghanaian and global FMCG industry. Event Director Gideon Raji said, the FMCG sector requires competitive advantage in areas such as quality production.
I think data is everything because again, you need to understand the consumer. The consumer, as Fatima would say, is a detector. They detect what products they want to buy, how they want it to be sold to, how the product benefits them. So basically, consumers, you can't predict them. So you need to, embark on a lot of data, a lot of research, conduct a lot of survey to make sure that you understand your consumers. Once you understand your consumers, you meet their demands. And so the FMCG is all about meeting consumer demands, being there for the consumers, doing things so that the consumer will benefit in terms of pricing and all that. It boils down to raw materials. Most consumers are using raw materials, and it's expensive because, yes, have you realized that anytime the dollar is high and all that products, there's like a strict inflation on product. So again, unlike other countries where you go to the mall and then the price is actually printed on the product, we don't have it like that here.
The National FMCG Awards aims at recognizing those who are able to leverage the current trends and are able to see more opportunities and continue to thrive amidst the challenging environment. This year's event was under the theme Driving Growth and Innovation, Navigating Ghana's Digitalization Agenda in a Recovering Economy.
And you're watching The Marketplace. It's time for The Exchange, and we're revisiting the topic of artificial intelligence. A pioneering Ghanaian tech startup, BizAI X Gospel Limited, has developed BizAI.me, a groundbreaking artificial intelligence platform set to transform the business landscape in Ghana. It is founded by Dr. George Usu, who is a senior lecturer at the University of Ghana. He's in studio with me. Great to have you here for The Exchange on The Marketplace. So tell me, first of all, about your startup, BizAI X Gospel Limited.
Thank you very much. Okay, BizAI is artificial intelligence model purposely for business. So we try to use several state-of-the-art artificial intelligence software such as GPT from open source and a Google Gemini. And also we have a Meta, AI, to actually do that. So when we came here, it's very simple. You just have to decide on the business that you want to do, and then you shall take you to all the business process, from sourcing to manufacturing to management to business process. Every aspect, we shall take you through that.
All right. So I want to talk about this platform that you have created, which would help transform businesses and help them grow as well as thrive. So tell me about the BizAI.me.
Okay, BizAI.me, as you said, I'm a lecturer at University of Ghana, so I got the vision to actually come and open BizAI.me. So I took a leave from the university to actually do this. So I've been working on this one for the past 2 years. Yeah, I've been working on this for the past 2 years with a team. So I took my own students from geography department. Some are from Presec, Legon, some are from Ameniapon Secondary School, some are also from Kumasi. And we decided to put this particular software together in order to help Ghanaians.
All right, so take us through what are the key features of this software?
So the key features include, one, we have an enterprise AI. With the enterprise AI, you come here and then you create a business. So when you create a business, you can save it on our system. If you save it, you can always come back and visit it. And then if you create a business and then you don't understand, we can use our chatbot to actually go through that. So one thing that is different from ChatGPT is ability for our software to generate diagrams. You can easily generate diagrams. So when somebody is on our software, he will be able to understand every process.
All right, I'm sure our viewers want to know how this works, and so maybe you can do a little demonstration, let us navigate the site that you have and the places we can go for whatever need we.
Okay, so thank you very much. So this is BizAI. So when I came here, I will type on my business. Okay, so we all know what is happening in Ghana now. The exchange rate, the city is actually depreciating. So I want to do some demonstration that also helps to strengthen our currency. So what I'm going to do is, we have a directory here called International Standard Industrial Classification. With the International Standard Classification, we have agriculture there, we have mining there, we have manufacturing there, all the way to church activities. Everything is here. So if you go to any country, they have the same classification there. So, for instance, if I'm in the USA, would they see, what Ghanaian product would they see there that they will actually like? So I want to take you to that particular product. So first, I'll go through manufacturing. So I'll click on the manufacturing. So it's loading. So with the manufacturing, I'll go into testers. So when I go to testers, I can create enterprise here, but I just want to go and find where the Ghanaian products are if I'm in the USA. So I also click on weaving. So I click on the weaving here. Then I come to weaving of testers here. So you can see you have Fugu here and also have Kente.
Okay.
So the whole world, everybody recognize Fugu and Kente. So in Ghana, we can go beyond oil and gold and cocoa and then try to export some of these things that any nation can actually enjoy. So for instance, let me go through Kente. So I'll try to go through Kente. So what are problem analysis of Kente? So I will click on this one, the first one. So when I click on that, you can see that some diagrams will come out. So the page is loading. So it's contacting our external partner, OpenAI, at this particular moment.
So the
page is actually loading. You can see that it's loading here. Very soon.
See the chart loading.
Yes, the chart is loading here. So we are contacting our external partner to actually give us more information about Kente weaving. So we can see here that now we have the information. So as I told you, we have a lot of diagrams here to help you. So for instance, who? So it's about Kente weavers, Ghanaians, and then those who diaspora weavers in USA and American designers. So what we want to do is we want to export Kente from Ghana to USA.
Okay.
When you get to USA, then you can see the Black Americans or the Caucasians actually using it.
Wow. Yeah. That makes it easier for anybody who wants to do any research or get some analysis on any form of business they want to enter into, right?
Yes, please. Yes.
What else can we do with this?
Okay, so when you come here, you can also go down. You can see have a lot of diagrams here to actually help you. You can also let AI actually. You can also have ideation. So for instance, give me ideas about Kente weaving and how I can export it to that of USA. So I can click on ideation, and another chatbot will actually open, and I can ask the chat to give me more information about that. Okay. So when I come here, it's not only that, you can also have creativity and innovation, business opportunity analysis, business feasibility, business philosophy, business plan. You can easily develop a business plan here, production, and then business model Canva, and I can also do the narrative and business model, and I can also do market research and a lot of things over here.
Wow, interesting. And so we're talking about the BizAI.me, which is a platform that can help you grow your business. And so some of the key features, as we know it, is enterprise AI.
Yes, please.
We also have business process and task.
Yes.
There's also multimodal AI studio. What's that?
Okay. So multimodal AI studio is, we have a lot of models here. I want to go to OpenAI, they have only one model. I want to go to Google, they have only one model. So we have tried to integrate all the models within this particular platform. So we have the best models here. If you know any other best model is not here, you can just let us know. Then we can put it here the next day. Okay.
What else do we need to know about this platform?
Okay. So one thing I want to show you is, for instance, you're an entrepreneur in Ghana, and then you want to generate something about Kente. So let's see how you can actually generate it here.
Okay.
And then we take you to Bonre. The Bonre will sew it for you. Then we take you to Kumasi. Then Seamstress there will sew it for you. Then you can actually export it to
we are
US.
following you. Show us how that is done.
Okay. So thank you very much. So I'll come here, and I'll click on generator. So it's loading. So when I come here, I'll just write Ghanaian Kente. Okay, so the moment I do that, I'll just go down and then try to insert image into this. So here, I'll tell the AI that...
Acting as a photographer, or you're
yes,
that?
So I want to give another prompt.
Okay, sure.
I want to give another prompt. So I say, okay, give me a photo of white American lady wearing Ghanaian Kente cloth.
Okay.
Let me make it dress. Okay. So I say make it stylish. And new design. So I want it to be new. Okay. So the moment I do that, I can just come here and I'll say generate the image for me. So it's generating the image now. So let us wait for it. So when I get the image, as I told you, I'll just take it to Bonre, and then I'll try to let them weave it for me. And I'll take it to either Accra or Kumasi in order for the seamstress to actually do it for me. So it's loading now. The image is coming.
Drum roll.
Yes.
While we wait.
Yeah, so we are waiting for it to come. So we want to see how they are actually wearing it. So we can also do it for children. We can also do it for male. We can also do it for a lot of people. Yes.
This is interesting.
Yes. So it's loading. And
all right. It's taking a while.
Yeah.
But it's exciting, and there's a lot of suspense there too.
Yes. So it's coming. It's loading. So when it's fully loaded, we can actually download it, and then you go to the...
Yeah, so I'll wait for that. It also has a business directory. I want you to tell us about that.
Yes, so the business directory is the first one that I show you. So when we come here, we have, for instance, if we click on agriculture, you can do anything on crop and animal production. And then if you want to go more into that, you can do something on growing of non-perennial crops, okay, plant propagation. And then also we can go to mining. If you want to do mining, we have a lot of sub activities here that we can actually go to that. And then also we can go to manufacturing, as I've already shown you. And then also we can go to energy. So with the energy, there are a lot of things that we can do over there. And then also, if you want to do anything on water supply, so let's check if the image is actually loaded. Okay, it's still loading. Okay.
Okay.
So we can go to all these opportunities. Yes.
All right. Also,
very
final word as we conclude. I mean, I'm just, I don't know, excited to see these things and how they make businesses easy, because yes. I interview so many entrepreneurs, and before they start, they have to do a lot of research and all of that. It takes a lot of work, but I see that this makes it easy for anybody who wants to start a business to just quickly go on to the bizai.me, do their research, get information about the markets and all of that. Talk to us about how important it is right now for every business to have some sort of AI in the works.
Okay, so there's a perception that AI will take jobs away from us. But this software is trying to say that it's rather create jobs. So since ChatGPT came, the job numbers in US has been increasing. So people think, we thought it's going to take jobs away from us. But here's the case that there are more jobs being opened. So with this particular software, it's going to create jobs for you. It's not going to take jobs away from you. So you are going to have private sector using this particular software. Okay, so the image has finally loaded, so we can see it here.
So we see our ladies with their kente there.
Yes.
So as we asked.
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, so you can take this one to either Volta region or Bonue, and then after that, you get a very good seamstress, and then the person to already sew it like this, okay, with some kind of combination, and after that, you go to the export processes.
That's how AI is changing
yes.
the world of entrepreneurship, the world of business. Thank you so much for showing us this. And so anybody can go to bizai.me?
Yes, so anybody can go to bizai.me. Just click on Get Started for free. Wow. You have a lot of free credits there that you can actually use. And moreover, you can also install it on your own. If you contact us, you can install it on your own PC.
Wow.
Okay, and then you can also install it on your own LAN area network. And then you can integrate into any company's website, any company's system. You can integrate the whole software in your system.
This is exciting to hear. Dr. George Owusu, Senior Lecturer at the University of Ghana, thank you so much for joining us here for the marketplace and for the exchange. Hopefully, we'll learn some more when we visit bizai.me. And that's the marketplace, everybody. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. We'll leave you with our Money Lab episode for today.
Hi there. Thank you for joining us on today's edition of Money Lab. My name is Nana Santiamwakon, Head of Consumer Experience at Enterprise Trustees. In our last episode, we discussed the Tier 2 pension scheme. Today, we will discuss the importance of consolidating your pension fund accounts. That is the mandatory Tier 2 or the voluntary Tier 3 Provident Fund from your previous corporate trustee to your current corporate trustee of your new employer. Consolidating your pension fund means that you transfer your accounts from your corporate trustee of the previous employer to the current corporate trustee. This will ensure that you have 1, easy access to your benefit at retirement. 2, you will enjoy one-stop processing of payment of your Tier 2 and Tier 3 pension benefits. 3, convenience, as easy tracking of all pension contributions will be on one portal during your working years. To port your funds to your current corporate trustee, kindly visit their website or send an email, and your current corporate trustee will facilitate the transfer on your behalf.